difficulties. Basically, I started making a second video because the first one was too long, and then there was a glitch, and then the second one, boy. Anyways, this is the last time. So, here's the story. I'm trying to sell this drone. I was asking 500 plus 100 for the VR headset, and this person was like, and then we decided to go down, just be like, okay, well, 500 even, it'll be fine. So they act like they're interested, and then what do? They offer to send me even more money than my original asking price after I told them I would lower it $100. They offer me the original asking price plus $80 to include shipping. I'm like, it doesn't cost that much to ship a drone, but okay, it's like a tiny little drone. So, um, where was I going with this? Yes. Um, so keywords in this conversation, she's like, can I have your absolute mutual trust to send you this much? Okay, when people start throwing out trust, right, they act like they are trusting you, because if someone, acts like they trust you, then you think, okay, this person maybe is worthy, is deserving of my trust right now, because if I don't know, I don't want to get into it, but yes. So they say things like trust. Oh, I'm gonna trust you. I'm gonna send you the money, and I'm just gonna trust that you will ship it. I'm like, okay, in today's modern world where people are getting scammed constantly, you know what? I don't know that I would be trusting some random person to send it after I Venmo them a good chunk of money. So when they start throwing out there like, oh, we're going to trust you with our money, we're going to trust you to send it, just stop and think, this person must be really naive, or they think that I am. Okay, so that's the first thing. And also the second thing, just the fact that they're offering me even way more. And I'm like, why? Why? Okay, so I'm uncertain. I don't know. Then here is my other issue. They want my Venmo tag, which, if you're paying someone with Venmo, you need their Venmo tag. But why do you need their email address? And we're going to get into that in a second. But you do not need to give someone your email address for them to Venmo you. And so I'm thinking, I kind of ignored that email part, but that's going to come into play later. But again, when people are asking for this information, think, you need for it, something's wrong. And so after she's asking for my email address and stuff, I'm like, So I googled Venmo scams. What are some scams that are going on in Venmo? And Venmo's website, they have a list of, here's some scams. So you could probably Google that, and see, and they'll kind of tell you, don't do this, don't give money to people you don't know. And so I kind of talked about this. Oh yeah, I actually did mention that. Anyways, so up here I said, you know, if you use if someone pays with a stolen card, and then the card owner is like, I didn't authorize this, then Venmo, if the money's still sitting in like your little Venmo place because you haven't moved it to your bank account, then Venmo can come in and they can take that money away. And if that money is not in there because you put it in your bank account, guess who's responsible for paying that back? You are. So the person who has the stolen card, they don't lose money because if they get it back anyway, or usually, I don't know really how it works. And the person who got the product, they got a free product, they got a free thing from you, and the only person who's at a loss now is you, because you didn't specifically lose money, because technically, that money was the other person's, but now you've lost the item that you were trying to sell. So that's what I was initially thinking. And blah. And then she's like, I'm a good Christian and also a believer of Christ. And I'm just like, what does that have to do with anything? So they'll just try to throw in some things, again, to try to make you trust them. And then here's what I said, and this is part of the other part of the scam when they ask for you the email, is because you want my email address so you can send a fraudulent email indicating that funds have been sent and are waiting for tracking information. And then there's more on that. But again, that's what they do, is they will send a fraudulent, there will be an email, and it will come from like a weird address, and things will look similar, but other things will just be way off. And so to show you that right here, so basically this somebody else did this, and I'm not going to show you his things. I deleted that conversation, but and I also deleted the email, so I can't find it, but it sits around somewhere. But it was a very similar thing to this, where it said, here it is. So it said, you received a payment from like this person, right? Or so and so paid you. But in the case, the guy's name was Jim, who I was talking to, and when I got this email, it said that so and so paid me, but his name wasn't the same. It was a completely different name. So that was almost my first thing. I was like, what? And then you go into this stuff where it says, like this person, it says Zelle payment service transaction, but then it says at gmail.com. It should not say at gmail.com. It should be at Zelle, whatever they use, that info, neb, I don't know what they use, but it should not say at gmail.com. And this person is really smart, and they noticed it, and they're like, nope, scam. Good for them. And it said, but yeah, that's what it'll say. It'll say you received a payment, and then it'll tell you that you need to send the tracking, you need to ship the package, send the tracking information, and you do, because according to the email you got, the money is just waiting to be deposited after they get the tracking information, after it's been shipped, right? And so that's the scam, is they want you to send the product, and they will make it seem like, you got, that you actually, got this, but you didn't get the money. And that's why they want your email address, is because they want the email address associated with your Zelle account. So when they send an email to you, it's seeming like, oh, this must have come from Zelle because they have my email address. No, the scammer has your email address. So if they're asking for something that they don't need, like an email address, don't give it to them. If someone wants to pay you on Venmo, again, you shouldn't accept money on Venmo if you don't know the person. You just shouldn't. Yeah, so here's another scam where this person highlighted, look for little things like, bad grammar. It says, thanks for choosing Zelle, and we are looking forward to serve all our valuable customers better. Like, just kind of those, like, things like that. Actually, I don't know. But yeah, poor grammar, things that don't make sense, the name that says that it paid you not matching the name of the person who you were just talking to, um, little things like that. Yeah, I actually don't know if that was actually highlighted, but it's fine. So, I don't know. Yeah, here's apparently another one. I haven't seen this one, but it was similar to this other one that I was on. But it'll tell you that you got upgraded, and we're giving you $1,500 or $1,600, but we're actually giving you $1,000, but we need that $500 back because that's extra money, right? Why? I don't know. And so they want you to give them $500, and you'll give them $1,000. You'll give them $1,500. So essentially, you get $1,000 is what they're making you think. But really, in reality, you're just giving them money, and you never get that 1,500. So again, just ridiculous random things like that. And look for look for bad grammar and just things that just don't sound right. Oh boy. Yeah, these people make me mad. So, if you're doing Facebook or whatever and you're trying to pay someone, I wouldn't if you don't know them, and you know, just be careful. Look for things like that, because if the money didn't land in your account and they said they paid you and it didn't go in your account and you get a weird email, something's wrong, okay? So, yeah, this is getting way too long. Okay, so we're done for today because my phone is gonna die. So, until next time. Okay.